All right, then. We will look at Jonah in our Hebrew Bible. So you take your Hebrew Bible and open up to Jonah. Now we get a phone call right off the bat.
Very timing.
I have to let that go to message. Usually it's a saint calling, but I don't think that was.
You know, if I were a pastor, I think I'd cap my hours from 8 to 5. I think it's just what you do.
Hey, mine's my day off anyway, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't. I just look at pastors. Cyrus, my goodness, and you as well. Just having, I might do it.
We don't.
Just looks like
He said contracts.
That's good. All right, we did Jonah chapter 2, verse 1 for the quiz. We'll read it for the tape, and translate it for the tape. The verse word, Vayaman, is a cal preterite, which is what we call cal imperfects with vav conversive, or whatever other terminology you might want to use. We're going to call them preterites for ease. It's a valid name, and for ease of reference, we'll call them that. So that's a cal preterite from Anah. Means to appoint. So Yahweh appointed a great fish to swallow. That's a cal infinitive construct from Bala plus Lamed. To swallow Jonah. And Jonah was in the bowels of the fish, or the guts of the fish. Well, you could even say the belly, but it is plural. In the bowels of the fish, 3 days and 3 nights. You know, the New Testament marks out Jonah as a type of Christ in his burial and resurrection. But Jesus himself mentions that, doesn't he? All right, who would like to do verse 2?
Okay.
All right, good. Before we get to the poetry section.
And Jonah prayed to Adonai, his God, from the bowels of the fish.
All right, very good. I suspect in your reading class you were instructed to say Adonai when you get to the Tetragrammaton.
He didn't.
I don't remember if we did or not. We kind of said both.
Yeah.
We typically do that when we're reading, and you can do that when you're translating as well. That's fine. Okay. How about number 3?
Okay. And he said, I cried out from distress to me. Lord of my, Lord God, and he answered from the belly.
Now, just a second. All right. Now, first of all, notice under the word "he answered," there's an atnak.
Yes.
Okay. So let's pause there. Right. So it's probably going to be that this section is going to be grammatically complete. In other words, we don't need to, especially in poetry, we're probably not going to need to go beyond the atnak to get grammatical completeness here. So let's just do this section of it first.
And he said, I cried out in my distress, more or less.
Yes. But now, kara, there's going to be some words for cry out. That's not a wrong translation of that.
To call out.
I'm going to say to call out. Yeah.
Okay.
I called out from, min, literally from. I called out from distress to me,
right.
Literally. But you're right. I called out from my distress. Now, El, this is a little bit confusing. That's not the word for God. That's the preposition.
Okay, to God. I called out. Okay, and he said, I called out from distress to me, to God, and he answered.
And he answered, and there's a suffix. He answered
me.
Me. All right, good.
And then from the belly, Oh, that's right. From the belly of Sheol.
And what does Sheol basically mean? Or Sheol?
Hell.
Grave. To translate it, Sheol is perfectly fine. Just as a comment. What does that mean? Grave. Okay. All right. So from the belly of Sheol.
From the belly of Sheol, Shemat, he heard my voice.